I'm delighted to be making my first appearance here as President of the ECB. And I'm honoured to present to you the ECB annual report for 2010. As you know, the ECB's monetary policy is constantly guided by the goal of maintaining price stability in the euro area over the medium term. And when I say this, I mean price stability in either direction. This applies to both the setting of official interest rates and the implementation of non-standard measures. This autumn, tensions in financial markets have intensified again, with very adverse effects on financing conditions and confidence. Dysfunctional government bond markets in several euro area countries hamper the single monetary policy because the way this policy is transmitted to the real economy depends also on the conditions of the bond markets in the various countries. The maximum maturity of these liquidity providing operations was first extended to 6 months and then later to 12 and 13 months. A new covered bond purchase programme has recently been initiated with a size of €40 billion. In addition, liquidity in US dollars has been offered to banks for 3-month periods. Yesterday, in a globally coordinated action with the Federal Reserve, the Bank of Japan, Bank of England, Bank of Canada and Swiss National Bank, we have agreed to lower the price on US dollar provision in other constituencies, including the euro area. We have furthermore agreed, as a contingency measure, to establish temporary bilateral liquidity swap arrangements so that liquidity can be provided in each jurisdiction in any of the currencies, should market conditions so warrant. A new fiscal compact will be the most important signal from euro area governments for embarking on a path of comprehensive deepening of economic integration. It will also present a clear trajectory for the future evolution of the euro area, thus framing expectations. On the precise legal process that brings out a move towards a genuine economic union, we should keep our options open. Far-reaching treaty changes should not be discarded, but faster processes are also conceivable. It is time to adapt the euro area design with a set of institutions, rules and processes that is commensurate with the requirements of monetary union. Thank you for your attention, Madam President.
Welcome to you, Mr. President of the Bank, and thank you for turning up, even if nobody else has. I've had a look at this, actually, and it seems to me, I've read this report, probably unlike most of my colleagues, power to suspend credit ratings, a European Monetary Fund to exclude the IMF, a single European Treasury issuing Eurobonds, a single European Finance Minister, all of which, of course, will be unelected. It's a manifesto for European economic dictatorship, which is why I rather suspect the British Conservative Party will welcome it with open arms, and if they don't vote for it, they'll abstain in a marked manner, as they usually do, and talk a good story back in London. You remind me a little bit, sir, if you don't mind me referring to Siegfried Sassoon, the great war poet. He's a cheery old card, said Harry to Jack as he slugged up to Arras with rifle and pack, but he did for them both with his plan of attack. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to welcome Mr. Draghi on his first visit to the European Parliament. The ECB should intervene to ensure debt reduction. It should also promote liquidity by buying up risky state paper. The ECB could help us set up something that would allow us to be independent of the International Monetary Fund and other international financial institutions.
You mentioned, actually, the purchase of risky assets, and I'm a little bit confused. I'm a professional economist. With whose money would you buy these risky assets? With whose money? Where would you get the money? Is it from old age pensioners in Yorkshire, my constituency, on £100 a week? Where are you going to get the money to save this already failed project?
Thank you very much, Mr. Bloom. I don't agree with the way you formulate the question. You are being deliberately provocative. We're in a crisis, and if the ECB fails to play a particular role, then your question can be reduced to the bare facts. It's not about whose money you're buying the risky bonds with. I think we need to build a solid fiscal base. The European Union is struggling to get out of this crisis, but I don't want to discuss the fall of the euro with you.
Thank you very much. It would be amazing if Mr. Bloom were not being provocative.